Okay, good day everybody. Mike here. Got a little bit of a range report. Went to the range about a week ago and took two 22s and two shotguns to test. And everything seemed to go okay. I'm going to try and make this real quick. I was shooting this Winchester M22 40 grain 1255 feet per second out of the two 22s. And the two that I took were the Henry US Survival, which worked pretty well flawlessly. There's really no issues with it. Highly recommended if you ever want to get one. These are great. The second one I took was my Marlin Papoose, and I had one failure to fire. So I don't know if that's the ammo or if maybe the gun's a bit dirty or something like that. Talking about that though, Kyle mentioned doing a deep clean on the gun safe contents. And we all kind of joked about it, about a week ago on the chat, talking about, the annual cleaning that we're all supposed to be doing. And of course I haven't done that either. So I got to the range, and the red dot battery was so weak I could barely see the dot on the highest setting. Just couldn't see it. So that really kind of ruined the shooting experience. I still put a whole bunch of rounds through it, and I still hit a whole bunch of cans, but I wasn't able to shoot as quickly as I normally can. And I had to walk the red dot over to the target after I found it in a shady spot. But other than that, went okay. I did forget to bring my Lula loader for the mags for that rifle though, and I'm gonna keep this in the buttstock pouch from now on because I have about 7 mags for that rifle, and I think I loaded them each 3 times, so keep that handy from now on. And then for shotguns, I took the single shot 20 gauge break action shotgun so I could do a test for 6-shooter Texan, where you shoot it and then open the action, and this doesn't have an ejector, just an extractor. So try to throw the shell kind of out of the chamber after you've opened it. And no, I only got one on video, but there's no chance. Those shells, these ones here, there's no chance. You can't throw them out of the chamber for like cowboy action. You're gonna need to have a lighter shell. These were still pretty hard kicking, even though they're game and target loads. And this is kind of what they look like after they're fired. 7/8 ounce charge. Doesn't say the feet per second on the box, but I did take a shot at the cardboard, and I got a really nice small game pattern, at 20 yards. And then for the 12 gauge, I was shooting these super target Winchester 1145 velocity, 1/8 ounce charge. And I took 2 shots at the cardboard, and I got a perfectly good, acceptable group using the scope that I put on it instead of the red dot that I used to have. There was nothing wrong with the red dot. It was fun, it was accurate and all that, but this is like my end of the world gun. I don't want to have battery problems. I think we were talking about scopes on shotguns on the chat like over a year ago, and it's been till now that I had a chance to get out. I don't know how well you can see it, but it's a Lyman All-American 2.5 power fixed, and I was worried about getting scoped, but it's a good 3 or 4 inches away from your eye, so it's really not an issue at all. next time I go to the range, I'll have a bunch of buckshot to test this with. Okay, and then the brass. At the end, I got to shoot a lever action, and I took 3 shots with the 38 special. And you'll see me commenting that it was really, really mild shooting. It was a Smith & Wesson lever action. I've never seen one before, and I'm probably going to say that most of you guys haven't either. They're pretty expensive. I think in Canada they're $1,500 or something like that. Anyway, and then a few other little oddball brass I picked up at the range. It's all worth picking up. So I got 3 44 mag to add to my stash, another 30-06, a 308, handful of 223, and a slug hull. So that's about it for the bench part. I'll roll in a bit of shooting footage, and you can see the targets I shot at. And there's no footage of cans, you know. They're just cans. And the lever action at the very end, which I have to admit was a really nice rifle. Super smooth action, and really, really strong spring on the loading gate though. So, okay, have a great day everybody. Take a look at the shooting footage, and we'll talk to you soon. Mike out. Okay guys, this test is for 6-shoot protection on a single shot break action 20 gauge. I'm going to shoot the factory federal field loads, and we're going to see if they'll eject. Well, if they'll extract, and if I can launch them out. You know what I mean. There's no auto ejector. Okay, this was my quick test with the shotguns. This was see, you can barely see it, but there are holes all over here. So this was one shot with the 20 gauge from about 20 yards, I guess. And that's totally adequate for small game. And then this one, which is reversed as well because it's easier to see, is 2 shots at 20 yards with the 12 gauge using the Lyman, I think it's a 1 to 2.5 or something, 2.5 fixed, something like that. It's not very powerful scope, and I just have never ever sighted it in, and I didn't have any slugs to bring today, so but I just aimed for the center of the board, and you know, it's pretty darn close. Okay, so I'll just load up like 3 shots.
Take 10.
And then
it's all good.
And then I'll shoot them, and you can video it.
Yeah, no, that sounds good.
Okay, guys, we got a Smith & Wesson model 1854 lever action 357 mag. I'm going to shoot some 38 specials out of it. It's kind of a nice looking rifle. Looks like it's got a threaded muzzle, fixed sights, Picatinny rail, trapper lever, side gate loading. And we're just going to shoot 3 shots. Shooting at pop cans. Man, that's really mild shooting.
Right? Yeah, it's
really
good.
mild.
Yeah.